Hello everyone, good evening. So everyone able to see my screen? Can you confirm anyone? Am I audible? Can you confirm anyone?
Yes, sir.
Right. Still people are joining. So let's wait for one more minute. Yeah, let's get started. Fine. Yeah. So welcome to Harsha Trainings. So this is introduction to DevOps with the multi-cloud. Yeah. So in this course, three clouds will be covered: AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud. So along with these three clouds, DevOps will be fully covered. Okay. Yeah. So this is a multi-cloud with a DevOps master program. Fine. So every DevOps tool will go very deep dive, and also three clouds, AWS, Azure, GCP also will go very deep dive. Fine. So before going to the session, let me introduce myself first. My name is Ram. I'm having 18 plus years of experience in IT. Last 8 plus years, I'm in teaching. So my skill sets are Java, Windows, Linux, DevOps, AWS, Azure, and GCP. These are the skill sets. Fine. Let's get started. Yeah. So today's agenda here is what are the prerequisites to join multi-cloud with DevOps? So what we required before joining the DevOps course. So what are the prerequisites? And also who can join this course, who can learn this course, and the course information and instructions to attend the course. What are the instructions we need to follow to attend this course? And what is DevOps? What is automation? Why the project teams are looking for DevOps and cloud platforms? So what is role and responsibilities of DevOps engineer in real-time projects? And SDLC process, software development lifecycle process. So let us go with one by one. Yeah, still people are joining. Fine. Yeah. So what are the prerequisites? Yeah, what are the prerequisites to join multi-cloud with DevOps? So what we required before joining the multi-cloud with DevOps? Yeah, here no prerequisites to join this multi-cloud with DevOps. So we don't require any developing background. We don't require any admin background. We don't require any testing background, right? So here, so if you want to learn multi-cloud with DevOps, we required Linux commands, nearly 50 commands required. So in our course, Linux also will be covered, right? So whatever the commands we required, whatever the services required in Linux, those will be covered. So our course starts from very basic level, very scratch level to advanced level, right? Yeah, every service will go deep dive. To learn this course, so your time is very important here. So you need to spend 3 months time, daily 2 to 3 hours. So 3 months time, daily 2 to 3 hours. 1 hour live class you need to attend, and also 2 hours at least you need to practice daily. So if you practice daily 2 hours, so within 3 months you can easily crack your entry. You can easily cope up in the projects. Fine. So your time is very important here. 3 months time you need to spend, and also your effort. So daily basis you need to practice. So people are like my students, 90% of the people, 90% of the students in the batch. So everyone practice daily basis. 10% students, what they are doing, so they are practicing in weekends only, right? So that is not best practice, right? So everyone practice daily basis. So you need to attend live class, and also you need to attend the, you need to practice the session what we discussed in the session. So you need to practice daily basis, right? And also your dedication is very important here. right? So you need to attend the live class. Daily live class is very very important, right? So due to some emergency, if you miss the class, so immediately need to go through the recording. So recordings will be provided, so we'll upload into Google Classroom. You can access the recordings. Fine. So your time, your effort, your dedication is very important here. Fine. And also, who can join this course? Who can learn this course? Yeah, non-IT people. So in my batches, for example, for batch 30 people are there, for example. So in 30 people, 50% of the people non-IT guys in my previous batch. So this batch is a 94 batch. So my last batch is 93 batch. In 93 batch, so 25 people are there. So in that 50% of the people non-IT people. So they have mechanical background and a civil background, pharma background, right? Yeah. So non-IT guys easily they can learn this course, right? And also freshers, the people who are completed graduation in 2024, 2023, 2022, 2021 also can join this course, right? Freshers they can easily learn. Our course starts from very basic level, very scratch level to advanced level, right? Yeah, and the people who have some career gap also can join this course. So in my previous batch, one guy is having 8 years gap, 8 years career gap. So they can also easily learn this course. They can easily cope up in the projects. And also, ideas like developers, test
Hello, sir.
Excuse
support
me, sir.
engineers.
Your screen is not visible, sir.
Sorry to interrupt. Your screen is not visible.
Screen is not visible.
Are you sharing the screen?
Yeah, is it fine now? Is it fine now?
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah. So just now it is screen is closed or before that closed. So just 1 minute back, right? Screen is closed, right?
2 minutes back, I think so. And
Five,
your
two,
voice
three
being
minutes back.
disconnected in between.
I see. Okay. Maybe network issue. Okay. Fine.
It is
So not,
visible.
yeah, fine. I give you time for asking questions. Just wait for a few minutes. Okay. Yeah. So the people who non-IT guys, they can easily learn this course. So in my batches, non-IT people. So non-IT people also learning and they're cracking the interviews. They're in the projects. They're in the projects. So even freshers also they can easily learn this course. People who have some career gap also can join this course. IT employees, developers, testers, support engineers also they can easily learn this course, right? So the people are who are yeah, the normally developing background guys, like people who are working as a developer, they are switching to DevOps role. Testers, they're switching to DevOps role. Support engineers, admins, they're switching to DevOps role. So because currently, so DevOps market is use market is there, right? So every organization, every project team, they are using automation. Automation, right? What is automation? Anyone? What is automation? Anyone? Anyone having idea?
Cost, reducing cost,
Right.
like it.
Fine.
Yeah,
Currently, whatever the manual activities we are doing, manual activities means deployments, code movement, code merging, those we can do in automated way. That activities we can do in automated way, right? So by single click, we can deploy the applications. By single click, we can move the code, we can merge the code, we can pull the code, we can push the code, right? Yeah. So fine. Yeah. So manual activities, whatever activities you are doing currently, those we can do in automated way, right? Code movement, code merging, code pulling, code pushing. So these activities are tickets. We get the tickets in real-time projects. Those also we can perform in automated way, right? Yeah. Now, so course information. This is the course information. So course name is MultiCloud with DevOps. Three clouds will be covered. DevOps also fully covered. So trainer name, my name is Ram. I'm having 18 plus years of experience in IT. Yeah. So last 8 years I'm in trainings, right? So I handled multiple projects, DevOps projects, right? So course duration 3 to 3.5 months, right? Class frequency Monday to Friday, 1 hour daily live class. Sometimes Saturdays also, Sundays also will be covered. Weekends also will be covered, right? So class duration 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. IST daily. 1 hour class, live class, right? Class mode, classroom, online, both are available. Both are available, right? So if you want to come down to classroom, you can come down, right? If you want to attend online, you can attend. So course material, for every topic I provide you document, soft copy. Class videos, backup videos will be provided, 1 year access, 1 year backup videos. So course fee 18K, right? This is the course information. Clear, right? Yeah. Instructions to attend this course. So if you want to learn DevOps and multi-cloud, so at least you required a laptop or desktop is mandatory with 8 GB RAM. Laptop or desktop is mandatory with 8 GB RAM. So why you require laptop or desktop? So some people are asking, can we practice in mobile? So not possible. So either laptop or desktop is mandatory with 8 GB, because while working on Kubernetes, Docker, Ansible, AWS, Azure, so we required minimum 8 GB RAM. Even though you can use the 4 GB also, but some lagging will be happen. Lagging, right? So you have to attend daily live class for 1 hour. Daily 1 hour you need to attend, and daily 2 to 3 hours practice is required. So weekly task will be provided. Monthly task also will be provided. Fine. So this is the yeah. So these are the instructions to attend the course here. Fine. Yeah. Up to here, any questions, anyone? Before going to discuss about up to here, any questions, anyone? So course information or instructions. So here, any questions, anyone so far? You can
Sir,
ask me.
what about project?
Yeah. So in our course, 4 live projects will be covered. 4 live projects will be covered. Small projects, nearly 15 projects will be covered in this course, like CI/CD project, right? And also in Jenkins, multi-branching pipeline project, right? And also Docker project deployment, Docker container deployments, Kubernetes project, like that. So 4 live projects will be covered. So apart from this, 15 small projects will be covered, right? Now let us go with DevOps introduction. So what is DevOps? If anyone asks you this question, so what would be your answer? What is DevOps, anyone? Anyone, what is DevOps? Anyone having idea?
It's a development and operation tool.
Development and operation. Yes. So any others? Yeah. So DevOps is not a tool. It is not a tool. It is a set of practices that combines software development and IT operations. Right? Yeah. So where the multiple tools are connected to each other to perform automation of all the activities. So automation. What is automation? What is automation? So automation. So currently the manual activities, whatever the activities you are doing, those activities you can do in automated way. Automated way, right? So by single click we can deploy the applications. By single click we can create the infrastructure. By single click we can perform the activities, right? So currently whatever the manual activities we are doing, those we can do in automated way, right? So which is yeah, just a minute please, some network issues happening here. Just Fine. Yeah. So here some network issues are happening. So that is why. Yeah. Fine. So where the multiple tools are connected to each other to perform automation of all the activities. So what is automation? Currently, whatever manual activities we are doing, those we can do in automated way. By a single click, we can deploy the application. By single click, we can move the code, we can push the code, we can pull the code, right? Yeah. So it's a continuous deployments, continuous integration, continuous testing, and continuous monitoring. So what is deployment? What is integration? What is testing? What is monitoring? We will see in further slides. Yeah. Now, so DevOps is not new process. So DevOps is very old process. DevOps arena started in 2008. DevOps started in 2008. So which is very old process. Which is very old process, old methodology, right? So by the time in 2008, we used to use Puppet. Puppet is the tool. So we used to use Puppet is not fully automated tool. So 50% of the manual effort required for the Puppet, right? So currently we are using advanced tools like Ansible. It's very, yeah, Ansible is very core tool, very advanced tool, right? Yeah. So now here we have two sections: developers and operations. What is developer? The people who are developing the code, the people who are developing the applications is nothing but developer, right? The people who are preparing the applications, developing the code, right? So we can call them as developers, right? Operations are nothing but it's a collection of all the resources, servers, storage, network, which are hosted in the data center, right? So what is data center? Data center is a server room. Data center is a server room, right? So in the server room we configure servers, network, storage, load balancers, backup devices, etc. Now let us go with small Java project here. If you want to start any project, if you want to work on any project, so very first thing we required servers, right? So who will prepare the servers? Admins will prepare the servers. Admins, right? So because developers they will not have any knowledge to prepare the servers, right? So talk about servers. Servers are different types of servers are available here. Development servers, UAT servers, pre-prod servers, production servers. So development servers. So developers always prepare the applications on development servers, right? Once development is completed, they move to UAT for testing. So after that, we'll move to pre-prod. So before going to production, so we need to test in the pre-prod also, right? So for example, we are using Flipkart, Amazon shopping site, right? So these are the live applications we are using currently, right? Yeah. So before going to production, we need to, yeah, so test it on pre-prod. So finally, the application will be moved to production, right? So even Flipkart also developed by someone, right? So Flipkart, before deploying onto production, they tested on UAT servers, right? Testing should be happened. So these are the environments: development, UAT, pre-prod, and production. So every organization, at least they are using 3 to 4 environments: development, QA, UAT, pre-prod, staging, production. Like this, so many environments are there. So every organization, at least they are using 4 environments here. Okay. So developer develop the code. So server admins they prepare the servers. So what we will do as a DevOps engineer, what we will do? We automate the activities, right? Yeah. Now let us go with Agile and waterfall. What is Agile? What is waterfall? Agile is a methodology. Waterfall also old methodology. Agile is a parallel development. Waterfall is a sequential development. So currently, every project team they are using Agile methodology. Agile. So it is a parallel development. In Agile, we prepare the sprints. What is sprint? Anyone? Anyone having idea? What is sprint? Sprint. Anyone having idea? Real time guys.
Task given for a project where we can complete in a particular time, like 2 weeks or something.
Fine. Yeah. Right. So sprint is a simply we can say timeline. Sprint is a timeline. So sprint can be 1 week to 1 month. So for example, one sprint started today, by Friday, by next Thursday, EOD, that should be completed. So for example, 1 month sprint started today on 3rd Jan, next month 2nd, Feb 2nd, that should be completed. So sprint can be 1 week to 1 month, right? Yeah. So now let us go with the waterfall first, right? So waterfall is a sequential development. Here we gather the requirements, right? So system design and implementation, testing, development, yeah, maintenance. So sequentially that application will be developed. So in the middle of the development, so in case any bugs happen in the application, development should be stopped in the waterfall. So sequentially the development will be happen, right? So in the middle of the development, if any bugs happen, bugs generated or bugs created, right, development should be stopped in waterfall methodology. So waterfall methodology in our previous organization, so we used to use waterfall 10 years back. Okay. So small requirement, the development team used to take 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, like that. So currently, every project team they're using Agile methodology. So Agile is the latest one, advanced one, right? So in Agile, parallelly the developers, for example, 4 developers are working on application development. So one guy is working on front end UI. So second guy is working on back end API development. Third one is working on database. Fourth one is working on bugs, hot fixes, right? So parallelly, development team they work on the activities like application development. So that will be integrated, right? So here we have requirement gathering, design, development, testing, right? So here deployment, review. So parallelly, all these things will be happening. So that is why any requirement, so 1 week to 1 month or 3 months, maximum 6 months, we can complete, right? So currently every project team they're using Agile methodology. So Agile is very popular now, right? In Agile we are using sprints. Sprint is nothing but timeline. Fine. So while working on DevOps tools, we'll go very deep dive about this Agile. Fine. Now, so here three developers are working on application development. These are the three desktops. Three developers are working on their local systems. Once the development is completed, they push the code to remote repository, which is GitHub. Once development is completed, they push the code to remote repository, which is GitHub. So local workspace is a local git, we can say local git. So once the development is completed, they push the code to remote repository, which is GitHub. So basically what is git is a repository tool or version control tool. So what is repository? Where we store the data. Like, so for example, developers store the data in their local repository, right? Where we store the data, where we store the application is nothing but repository. Version control, what is version control, right? It track the changes. So 4 developers are working on application development. Who is doing what? How can we track? By using version control system. By using version control system, we can track this, right? Yeah. So in local git, developer develop the code. Once development is completed, they push the code to remote repository, which is GitHub, right? So GitHub is a remote server. So in this flow, our next tool is Jenkins. What is Jenkins? What Jenkins will do? Jenkins is a CI/CD tool. CI/CD. What is CI/CD? Continuous integration, continuous deployment tool, right? Or continuous delivery tool. In DevOps, we have multiple tools are there. All the tools are individual tools. One tool will not communicate other tool. That is why we required one mediator, which is Jenkins. Jenkins integrate all the tools, will communicate all the tools by installing plugins. What is plugin? Plugin is a package, right? For example, my code is available in the GitHub. Developer develop the code in local Git. They push the code to GitHub. So our code is available in the GitHub. So I want to pull the code from GitHub to Jenkins. So whatever the code developed by developers, that should be finally deployed onto respective application servers, right? Yeah, so this code, whatever code is available in the GitHub, that I want to pull from GitHub to Jenkins. So before pulling the code from GitHub to Jenkins, first of all, we need to integrate GitHub with the Jenkins. How can we integrate? By installing plugins. If you want to integrate any tool with the Jenkins, we need to install plugin. Plugin is a package software. Once we install the plugin, GitHub plugin in Jenkins, then Jenkins start communicating with the GitHub, right? So after that, we prepare the jobs in Jenkins. We trigger the jobs. Once we trigger the jobs, so here the code will be pulled from GitHub to Jenkins, right? So whatever the code we pull from GitHub to Jenkins, which is a raw code, right? Raw code we cannot directly deploy onto respect to application servers. That is why we integrate one more tool, which is Maven. So what is Maven? What Maven will do? Maven is a build tool which generates artifacts. Artifact. What is artifact? Artifact is a archive file, binary file, zip file. Maven generates artifact, right? So Maven take the raw code and it will convert into one binary file like war file, jar file, er file. That war file will give back to Jenkins. Jenkins push that war file to application server. Here we deploy the war file. This is a build and release process. So every project team they are following this process. Every project team they are following this process currently, right? So every tool we integrate with the Jenkins. In our codes, all the tools we can integrate with the Jenkins. So clear, right, everyone? Up to here, any questions, anyone? Anyone having any questions here? You can ask.
What DevOps tools you can teach, sir?
Sorry, can you come again?
Which DevOps tools you can teach, sir?
Yeah. I explain that. Wait for a few minutes. I'll show you all the tools. In our course, whatever the tools we're going to discuss, I'll explain that. Wait for a few minutes. So up to here, any questions, anyone? You can ask. Fine. So for example, in your laptop, you have 100 documents are available in your laptop. Those are PDF documents. I asked you to send those documents to me. So what is the simplest way to send those documents to me? How can you send that? You have 100 PDFs in your laptop. I asked you to send those documents to me. What is the simplest to send those documents to me? How can you send that? Anyone?
Zip and send it to you.
Right. Yeah. So instead of attaching all the documents to the Gmail, you can convert into zip file. That zip file you can attach to the email and send it across. Right. So the same way, same process will be happened in the Maven also. So Maven take the raw code from Jenkins and it will convert into one single file like jar file, war file, er file. That will give back to Jenkins. Jenkins will push that war file to application server, which is Tomcat server. Here we deploy the war file. Clear, right? Whatever the code developed by developers, that is the raw code, right? They push the code to GitHub. From GitHub, Jenkins take the code. So it will move the code, whatever the code we pull from GitHub to Jenkins, which is a raw code. So raw code will be pushed to Maven. Maven will convert into var or jar or er, which is binary file. That will give back to Jenkins. Jenkins push to application server. Here we deploy the var file. Clear, right, everyone?
Yes, Ram.
Yes.
Right. Fine. So this is a build and release process, or we can say CI/CD process. Fine. Yeah. Now we are using in real-time projects. We are using very advanced tools like Ansible, Chef, and Puppet. To automate the activities, we are using Ansible, Chef, and Puppet. So currently, Puppet is completely outdated. We are not using. Chef also only 5% of the project teams they are using. Most of the project teams they are using Ansible. So what is Ansible? What Ansible will do? Ansible is a configuration management tool. Configuration management tool, right? So the name itself, it is saying something configuration, right? So by using Ansible, we can deploy any kind of applications within a minute. Any applications we can deploy within a minute by using Ansible. So let us go with a few examples of about this Ansible. For example, I have 1,000 servers. I want to deploy Java on 1,000 servers, right? I have 1,000 servers are there. I want to deploy Java on 1,000 servers. These are the manual servers. I'm not using any automation tools. I'm not using any scripts, right? Manually, I want to deploy the Java. So let us take a single server, one server. I want to deploy Java on single server. So what are the steps we need to follow manually? Anyone? First, we need
We
to,
need to
yeah,
download the Java file
right. We need to download the Java file
and install it.
and install it. Right. Yeah. Fine. First of all, we need to connect server, right, by
Yes.
using RDP or PuTTY, right? If the server is a Linux server, we can connect using PuTTY. PuTTY is the interface. If the server is a Windows server, we can connect through RDP, remote desktop, right? So once we connect the server, after that we need to log in server by using username and password, right? Once we log into the server, after that we need to check Java installed or not. After that, if the Java is not installed, we need to install Java. So before installing Java, we need to get the package, right. So in real-time projects, we don't use any pen drives, we don't use any CDs, we don't use any external drives. So if you try to connect pen drive will be blocked. So we use firewalls in real-time projects, right? That is why that is security violence. We should not connect any external drives to the laptop, official laptop, right? So that is why what we will do, we copy Java software from share folders. We copy Java software from share folders. What is share folder? Share folder is a central repo, SharePoint, central repositories. We store all the applications packages in the central repo. From central repo, we can copy the software into our target server. Once we copy, after that we can install Java. So after that, we need to set environment variables. What is variable? Variable is a value holder, file holder, right? So yeah, we need to set the environment variables once we install the Java. So here, without setting that environment variables, Java will not work, right? So finally, we need to reboot the server. Reboot or restart, both are set. So why we require restart here? Once we deploy the application, so we need to restart the server, right? Because the changes will be reflected once you restart the server. So these are the steps we need to follow. If you want to perform the manual way, manual activity, manual Java deployment, we need to follow these steps, right? Yeah. So here, for example, fresher or 2 years experience guy, fresher or 2 years experience guy, he may take 30 minutes to perform this activity on single server, on a single server, right? If the person is expert, it may take 15 minutes to perform the Java deployment on single server. So let us say 10 minutes. 10 into, we have 1,000 servers are available here. So here equal to 10,000 minutes we need to spend to deploy the Java on 1,000 servers. We need to spend 10,000 minutes here, right? Yeah. So client will not give this much of time to deploy the Java. Client will not give this much of time, right? So client give you 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, or 4 hours, 1 day, maximum 2 days. So they will not give more than that, right? But if you perform this activity manual way, takes more time, right? So normally in real-time projects, we are using ticketing tools, right? Ticketing tools. What are those ticketing tools? What are the ticketing tools available in the projects? What are the ticketing tools we are using in the projects? Anyone?
Jira.
Jira, ServiceNow,
Yes. Very popular ticketing system is ServiceNow and also Jira and also BMC Remedy
Remedy.
and also JitBit. Many ticketing systems are available, but these are very popular. These three are very popular ticketing tools, right? Yeah. So project team, what they will do, there is a ticket. There is a ticket, right? So as per the ticket, as per the request, we need to perform the activities. So when we talk about tickets, every ticket is having some SLA. What is SLA? Anyone? What is SLA?
Service level agreement.
Service level
Service level
agreement. Yes.
agreement.
Right. What is service level agreement? Anyone?
Time. It's a time frame to
Timeline
complete the
project
task.
company.
Yes. It is a timeline, right? So when we talk about tickets, tickets are, we have four types of tickets are available. P1 tickets, P2, P3, P4. Priority 1, priority 2, priority 3, priority 4. So priority 1 ticket should be closed within 1 hour, right? It is a very critical ticket. If any production outage happened, priority 1 ticket will be raised. That should be closed within 1 hour. So priority 2 ticket should be closed within 4 hours. Priority 3 ticket should be closed within 24 hours. Priority 3 ticket should be closed within 48 hours, right? As per the SLA, the ticket should be closed, right? Yeah. So, but here to deploy the Java, it is taking 10,000 minutes, right? Yeah. So, if any ticket raised P2 or P3, yeah, the ticket will be escalated because Java deployment is taking 10,000 minutes. So, yeah, we need to close the ticket within this SLA, right? If the ticket is not closed, if the ticket is escalated, what will happen? Our KPI will be impacted. What is KPI? Anyone? KPI.
Key
Ticketing.
performance index.
Key performance indicators.
Yes, exactly. Key performance. Key performance indicators. So our performance will be degraded. So finally, that will impact our salary hikes, right? That is why. So we need to be very careful in the projects. The tickets, whatever the tickets we are receiving, whatever the tickets we are working on, that should be closed within the SLA. The SLA is missing, that will impact to our KPI, key performance indicators. That will impact to our salary hikes. That is why we need to be very careful, right? If you are following this manual way, manual process, it takes 10,000 minutes to deploy the Java on 1,000 servers. Definitely, so the ticket will be breached, ticket will be escalated. So that is why to avoid all these escalations, we are using currently we are using automation tools, which are Ansible, Chef, and Puppet. So currently, Puppet is completely outdated. So we are not using. Chef is not using. We are not using. Even Puppet is not using. Chef also we are not using in the projects. Only 5% of the project teams they are using. Most of the project teams they are using Ansible. Okay, to automate this type of yeah deployments, right? So same requirement by using Ansible, how can we achieve? How can we deploy the Java on 1,000 servers by using Ansible? Let's try to understand. Okay, so within a minute we can deploy Java on 1,000 servers by using Ansible. How can we deploy? Let's try to understand here. Okay, yeah. So this is my Ansible server. First of all, we need to configure Ansible server. After that, here we have 1000 servers are available to deploy the Java. So here 300 development servers, 300 QA servers, 400 production servers. Dev 300, QA 300, quality assurance, production, prod 400 servers. 1000 servers are available here. So on these 1000 servers, I want to deploy the Java by using Ansible. Yeah. So before deploying the Java, deploying the Java, first of all, what we have to do here? First, we need to prepare the Ansible server. After that, we need to authenticate from Ansible to development QA production. These servers from Ansible to development QA production servers, we need to authenticate. So here we are using SSH authentication. So when we talk about authentication, here we have two types of authentications that are available, which are key-based authentication and also user-based authentication. Excuse me. Yeah, so key-based and user-based. So currently we are using key-based only. We don't require user-based. So key-based authentication. So in Ansible server, we generate one public key. So by using command, which is keygen. So this key we can add into all the servers, so that authentication will be established. We can authenticate from Ansible to Dev QA production servers. So after that, we need to prepare inventory groups. What is inventory? Inventory is a server information, right? So here we need to prepare all three groups, right? So dev group. So in dev group, we need to give all the development server IP addresses. So next one, QA group, we need to prepare all the QA server IP addresses. So after that, prod group, we need to prepare all the prod servers IP addresses, right? So we need to prepare all these groups. So why we require three groups here? We can prepare only one group also, right? Because here segregation is very important. For example, I want to deploy testing tools on only QA, but if you have only one group, what will happen? Once we trigger the playbook, once we trigger the scripts, what will happen? So all servers will be deployed, right? So segregation is very important here. So development applications we can deploy on development servers. So we can select the development group here. QA applications we can deploy on QA group here. Prod applications we can deploy on prod group here. Segregation is very important, right? So inventory groups, once we prepare these inventory groups, after that we need to prepare playbooks. Playbook is nothing but simple YAML files, YAML scripts, right? So YAML, full form is yet another markup language. Yet another markup language. It is very user friendly, very simple way we can prepare. Yeah, Ansible is providing all the scripts. We don't need to prepare our own. We can get the scripts, we can customize, and we can reuse whenever needed. I'll show you that. Where we get all the scripts, I'll show you while working on Ansible. Fine. Yeah. So this YAML script to deploy the Java, what is the script we use? I'll show you now. To deploy the Java, so we use the script. This is the simple playbook, which is the YAML script. See here. This is the script we use to deploy the Java, right? Yeah. This is the script. So here, three hyphens indicates starting of the playbook. Three dots indicates ending of the playbook, right? So here, three hyphens, hyphen host, on which host you want to deploy the Java. Tasks, which task you want to go, yeah, you're going to perform. So here, Java, install Java 1.7, right? So this 3 lines common for every playbook. This we can remove here. And also this is for our understanding. Install Java 1.7. This is for our understanding. We can remove this. This is the actual playbook to deploy the Java, right? M colon name equal to Java hyphen 1.7.0 hyphen openjdk space date equal to present to deploy the Java. So if you want to uninstall the Java, in place of present, you can use the absent. Fine. So once you prepare the script, after that we can trigger the script by using the command. We can run the script. Once we run the script, Java will be installed on all servers within a minute, within 1 minute. So once Java is deployed, we'll get one report from Ansible. So how many servers are deployed, how many servers are not deployed, if any issues happen, so failed or skipped or any network issues happen, it will give you a report, right? So if any servers are skipped, that we can select and we can redeploy. Fine. Yeah. Any questions up to here? Anyone? Anyone having any questions up to here? Before going to interview question, one interview question is there, very important question. So most of the interviews asking this question. Anyone having any questions so far? Yeah, fine. Now, yeah, so one important interview question is there, which is interviewer asks you to deploy the Java on 1,000 servers. Why should I go with Ansible? I can use shell scripts also. Yes, you can use shell scripts also. But what is the specialty here? Interviewer asks you. So what is the specialty of Ansible? The specialty here is idempotency. Idempotency. What is idempotency? Right? For example, we have 1,000 servers available in the project. So 500 servers already Java deployed. Java team is already working. Other 500 servers are not having Java, right? So I prepared the shell script. I trigger the scripts on all servers. So whatever servers already available, the Java that will be removed first. It will redeploy again on all servers. So due to that, what will happen? Some disturbance will be happen. So already Java team developed some Java application. So here, when we use the shell scripts, what will happen? Java will be gone. Whatever existing Java version is there, that will be gone. Due to that, some issues will be happening. So whereas Ansible, right, whatever servers already available Java, that will not be disturbed by Ansible. Whatever servers are not having Java, those will be deployed. If the version is version upgrade is different. Version upgrade is different, right? Java deployment is different, right? So Ansible is very smart, very advanced tool, right? So if the application is already available, Ansible will not disturb. It will tell you clearly. So this version is already available, right? So idempotency is nothing but, see, if the Java is already available, Ansible, it will not redeploy. It will tell you clearly it is already there, which is nothing but idempotency. Clear, right, everyone? Any questions here? Yeah, fine. So Ansible architecture, right? So Ansible automation engine. So here we have inventories, APIs, modules, plugins. Yeah, while working on Ansible, we'll go very deep about this. Okay. As a DevOps engineer, what we will do, we prepare playbooks and we submit to the modules. From here, through plugins, it will move to networking. From networking, it will go to the host missions, target missions. Fine. Yeah, Ansible we can integrate with the Jenkins here. Ansible we can integrate with the Jenkins. In Jenkins, we prepare the jobs and we trigger the jobs. So Jenkins trigger Ansible. Ansible will go and deploy the applications on respective target servers. Right? So in our course, these are the tools we are going to learn. So 3 clouds will be covered: AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud. Linux also will be covered. Linux 3 to 4 days only. Whatever the commands, whatever the services required for a DevOps engineer, cloud engineer, those will be covered in Linux. So after that, Git, GitHub, Jenkins, Maven, Ansible, Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, Apache Tomcat, shell scripting also will be covered. Grafana, Prometheus, SonarQube. All these tools will be covered. Along with this, 15 projects will be covered. 15, 4 live projects and other 15 projects will be covered. Right? So these are also live actually. Okay. Nearly 19 to 20 projects will be covered in our course. Fine. So these are the Linux modules which you are going to learn. It takes 3 to 4 days. Linux takes 3 to 4 days. Yeah. Next one. So these are the DevOps tools we are going to learn. Git, GitHub, Jenkins, Maven, Ansible, Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, Apache Tomcat, Grafana, Prometheus, SonarQube. So here, Ansible, Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, these 4 are very advanced tools, right? So we are going to learn this many tools, but we don't use all the tools in the real-time projects. It's a project to project. One of my friend is working with Wipro. They are using only Kubernetes. One of my friend is working with UHG, United Health Group. They are using only Ansible. One or two tools only we use. So one of my friend is working with Capgemini. They are using Git and Jenkins. So we are going to learn this many tools, but we don't use all the tools in the real-time projects. 2 or 3 tools maximum. If you learn all these tools, you can fit with any project. Clear, Andy? Yeah. So what kind of support we provide? So daily recordings will be provided, FAQs, frequent asked questions, supporting documents, sample projects, resume support, technical support, mock interviews, certification support also we provide. Clear, right? Any questions up to here, anyone? Anyone having any questions up to here? You can ask your questions, whatever questions you have. Yeah, so online guys, can you provide your WhatsApp number and email address in the chat? WhatsApp number, email address in the chat so that we'll provide you recording. Can you provide your WhatsApp number and email address in the chat? My mobile number is 96422111711. You can take down this number. So yeah, this is my personal number. Only I have one number. So I give my number to every student. So normally trainers they never give their personal numbers. From Harsha trainings, we give our numbers. You can reach out to me, can call me, can WhatsApp me. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me. So this is my mobile number. I put in the chart here. So can you provide your WhatsApp number and email address in the chart, everyone? Guys, am I audible? Anyone, can you give response?
Yes, sir. Yes, you can. We can hear you.
Yeah. So daily notes also will be provided. Yes. Someone asking, daily notes also will be provided. Yes. Running notes will be provided, and also document will be provided. You can take down my number here. Everyone, you can provide your number so that we'll provide you a recording session and a course content, right? So tomorrow also same timing, same link will work. You can join tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow we'll discuss about cloud introduction. Cloud introduction. What is cloud? And what is the cloud? Why the projects are looking for cloud platforms? Why they are migrating infrastructure to cloud, applications to cloud? These are all we discuss. Yeah, go ahead, please. Vicky can go ahead.
Tomorrow is Saturday, right? You'll be having class on Saturday, sir, as well.
Saturday also we have demo tomorrow. Yes, second demo.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
So tomorrow we have demo. You can join the same meeting link. I provide you course content. You can check the course content.
I said, just want to know, first will you cover DevOps or AWS, sir?
Yeah, we'll start with AWS first.
First AWS, then next DevOps, right?
DevOps, yes. Weekends, I cover Azure and GCP. Weekends.
Okay.
Yeah. Fine. Yeah. So if you have any more questions, you can reach out to this number, my number, our institute number. So you don't have an institute number, right? So these are the numbers here. This is my personal number. You can take down everyone. 96422 This is institute number. You can reach out to my number or institute number if you have any questions. Right? Yeah. So trainers, they never give their personal numbers. This is only the number I'm carrying. You can reach out to me, can ping me, can WhatsApp me. I'll give you response. If I am in any class, I don't give response. After the class, I can give you and I can call back you or I can text you. Right? Yeah. So tomorrow also same link will work. You can join tomorrow. So if you have any questions, if you want to talk to me, you can reach out to me, you can call me, WhatsApp me, so that we'll discuss. Fine. Yeah. So we can wind up here. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. So we can wind up here. So tomorrow, same timing, same link will
Thank you.
we will join tomorrow, right? So if you have any questions, you can note down. So definitely we'll discuss tomorrow, right? Fine. Yeah. Thank you all.
Thank you. Bye.